so I systematically, while they had my hands behind my back, I broke all their wrists. Hey guys, how great is Kieran, right? Yeah, he's absolutely amazing.
It's only been 30 seconds.
No, they love you. When I came out here, I had to dodge roses. They were like, roses. Yeah, all right. How can I sit that I won't look fat? Oh, no way. All right. Okay, cool.
I have that same problem, but I started looking like a seal because of my size. If I get fatter, I look like a seal.
Oh, dude. By the way, you're wearing a button-up. That's great. So I'm like a cartoon character where I wear these Lululemon shirts almost every single day because I can be chubby and sweaty in them and I won't sweat through them. And I don't know if anybody else dresses like a cartoon character, so I'm here with a date, and she goes, I just realized you wear the same outfit every day. And I was like, yeah, I just realized that's not attractive. But,
It's a comfortable thing, though. Yeah. I do the same thing all the time. I wear flannels.
Yeah, I have a couple button downs, but they don't button, and so I got to be t-shirt under the button thing because I'm refusing to buy new clothes. If I start getting too fat for my shoes and I have to go up a shoe size, that'll be where I stop. But until then,
I think we're around the same age. As I've aged, I've kind of become comfortable with my fatness. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I also, like, when I used to be shredded and women didn't want to hang out with me. And now I'm a little chubby. And, like, I don't know if you've ever hooked up with a woman where you have the same tits as her. And it's kind of a bonding moment. You're like, I don't know if we're flame twins, but we're tit flame twins. And, I found out, so I had slept with this gal, and then I went to the bathroom, like, women, you know when you're like, oh, you're so handsome, oh my God, you're giving it to me real good, and men were like, oh my God, you're gaslighting me, and like, it's probably not that good, and but I went to the bathroom mirror, and I was like, oh man, I was really good. I put my hands down, and I, for the first time, saw my hanging tits, and I was like, oh no. She was lying to me.
Male side boob is not good.
I was gaslit. But yeah, but I don't know. I guess somebody explained it to me that because I don't know if you guys have been in society or like ours, but society is really hard on women's bodies. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, or I don't know if you feel like you're listening to Neil deGrasse Tyson explain something revolutionary right now. But wow. But yeah, apparently when you're a little chubby, it makes the woman that you're with feel a little less self-conscious about your body, because she's like, yeah, this guy, his house sucks that he's living in. So yeah. Wait, hold on. There's a photographer. I need to. This is me the whole podcast. What are they talking about? Cheeseburgers. And now I need to Today Show it.
I feel like that just happened to me.
Yeah, that was a great thought. Wait, why aren't you taking a picture? Oh, okay, all right, okay. You're just not gonna help me out. Okay.
You were just talking about yourself getting out of shape, and then your significant other looking at you and going, all right, he's out of it, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like I lost my now former fiance because of that.
Oh, really?
Like a month ago.
Let's bring her out.
Yeah, I wish she was here.
She's here.
Bring her ass out here.
Let's bring her out right now.
I'm old. I need to gain weight.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think that it's a sign of prosperity. I keep doing this because I keep seeing. Have you ever had a shirt on where you can see the outline of your belly button? And I'm like, no, just that. That's all I want. I want a little tent above my belly button. But all right. Let's get back to probably the most hurtful thing in your life.
It is, and I'll tell you this because I'm 49 years old.
Yeah.
And I've only asked somebody to marry me once.
Uh-huh.
And I did. Yeah, Christmas.
By the way, when you said the word once, you went through puberty again. I've only asked someone to marry me once. No, but this is hard, and you're doing a very masculine thing. You're being vulnerable. People think that masculinity is like, fucking yeah, Mountain Dew, tits. Like, but it's really being trustworthy and vulnerable, and I like what you're doing right now.
And what you said, I watched your stand-up, you said you're not a manly man.
Yeah, but actually I think I am. I think I've been saying that for a long time, that I'm not a manly man. but I don't know. Also, can we agree that I think like my whole career. Oh, now he's taking pictures. I think my whole career. Okay. He totally lowered the camera during that whole thing. I love you. Okay, don't say it back. No, but I'll say this, that my whole life I was always a really sensitive person, and then I got on Zoloft, and now I feel, I used to think I was an introvert, and then I was like, oh no, I was scared of everything. And then now the Zoloft, by the way, it's an antidepressant, and I was already happy. I'm from Wisconsin, and I don't, do you understand? Like, I don't know if you guys have read the news or anything like that, but like it's pretty sad. And then I just walk around like this. Like, I'm on Zoloft and I'm already pretty happy. And this is aggravating. People are like people will be talking about Minneapolis in front of me. And I'm like, oh yeah? You know, like I lived there. The section of town, I know it, you know? I know, it's not a funny topic. But it's so I'm on an antidepressant that killed my anxiety, and then but I've always been lobbying for the world to be kinder and better to sensitive people. And then recently, I'm kind of like, all right, we went too far, and and we can get back. I went to the doctor the other day, and I felt really bad for my doctor. So doctors can't talk to patients about other patients, but this guy came out and he's in a cat costume, like a full cat costume. And my doctor, who's an adult, had to treat this person who thinks they're a cat as a cat. And by the way, everyone, we're inclusive. Can we agree that that's exactly what my doctor did was exactly the right thing? And that person shouldn't have just been bullied for the first time in their life into stopping ruining family photos. Like, but no, I don't know. But so I'm sensitive, but I always equated sensitivity to not being masculine, and but I really think that it is. I mean, and I've researched a lot of masculinity, and I also know that like if you've been to places where there's the unisex bathrooms, there's women's bathrooms and then unisex, and they don't have men's bathrooms anymore. And I understand the society that we're living in, but I think masculinity is really important. It's very healthy, but it needs to be actual masculinity, not like fucking like, I want to pour Mountain Dew on her tits. Tit luge.
Come over here, young lady.
Yeah, okay. You did a little too well.
A little too much. Kind of just hit that.
I think maybe that's how you lost the fiance. But I'm sorry. Come on over here, little lady. I want you to eat some beef jerky off my nipples. Wait, by the way, that wasn't me that said that was him. I'm kidding. Your mouth is so blue right now. Did you just eat a blue candy?
Oh, you know what? I drink that methylene blue.
Methylene blue?
Yeah.
Can you show the crowd your...
Yeah. I did a double shot because I knew I was going to be in front of you folks today, so I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, no, but what's methylene blue?
I don't know. I kind of have been taking it for a while now. I feel like it's going to kill me in about 3 months, but... I don't. They say it's good for you. It helps the mitochondria, focus, whatever.
You just said mitochondria, and I was.
I'm scatterbrained like crazy.
No, and it helps you focus. I've been doing something that's been helping me. I microdose. You guys microdose? Yeah, I microdose cocaine, and it's like way better than mushrooms. Mushrooms, you're like, is it working? Cocaine's like, it's like Kool-Aid Man, like, oh yeah. Like, no, I don't do cocaine. I've done it. I'll do it again. I'll do it again. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do cocaine in Austin because I think it's just dust from the road. Does anybody have bad allergies down here at Southwest? I've never sneezed more in my life, and I didn't know if we're in Cedar fever. That's what it's called. And that sounded so Southern. I was like, she needs Zyrtec and Jesus. We got that cedar fever, y'all. Yeah. Do you have cedar fever?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. All right.
Getting back, sorry. I was in a train of thought. I can only do one thought at a time.
Oh, sorry.
56K modem right here.
Yeah, it's funny. Comedians are always like, I can't eat before I go on stage. I have to eat before I go on stage. It slows me down enough where I can catch one of the thoughts, and I'm okay. Anyway.
Getting back to what you said in your stand-up special, which I caught, You're Not a Manly Man. I heard a story coming from the airport today.
Yeah.
That you're quite the opposite, and you are a true manly man.
Oh.
Is there any rumor to the fact that you took down 5 NYPD officers?
It was 6, but
Can you tell me that whole story?
Yeah. Well, it's something that I'm not proud of, and I went to jail. I saved a guy's life on the sidewalk, and in New York City, so it was a busboy at a diner. And there was a guy that's really, he's a bad diner owner, and I won't name the diner even though I could because I won the court case. But he's beat up 8 illegal people that work for him, and then they can't do anything. So he's like a real shithead. And so this is a Mexican busboy, and I was walking up. It was on the anniversary of my house burning down in the Pacific Palisades, and I had just decided to move to New York because I was in New York doing the Tonight Show. I'm giving a lot of details. But they're all pertinent. But so imagine you have nothing and you just go see an apartment with a backpack and a carry-on suitcase, and then you get that apartment, and then on the anniversary of your house burning down, you decide to take 3 grams of mushrooms, which is like a very mind-altering amount. And then so they had called 911 for the fight between the diner owner and the busboy. And in the court case, it was very important because they subpoenaed the footage of me walking down the street. And so I don't know if you guys can agree about this, but there's no more adult person in society than a judge, right? Like to be a judge, you have to be an adult, and then you have to become a lawyer and become so good at being a lawyer that people are like, I don't want to do cases against you. You should become a judge now. And like you're so good at this, and you know the law. And then when you run for judge, you have to have a cooler name than the other people because nobody's ever researched the judges before they vote for them. Literally in LA last year, I voted for Judge Fudge. I'm not kidding. Which I think is so funny because somewhere out there's a guy in jail like, why are you here? Because Judge Fudge is a son of a bitch. And he didn't admit my evidence. But yeah, so I had to go in front of this judge after the whole melee, and imagine that I was walking down the street going, I don't even have a shape right now. I'm an amoeba. This is a real thing. So imagine the judge going, Mr. Lee, what I need to confirm in these videos what you were at this timestamp while the 911 call was coming. And I was like, I was an amoeba, Your Honor. And she goes, why were you an amoeba? And I go, because I didn't have shape. And she goes, where are you going? And I was like, I was going to this diner. And she goes, why? And I go, because I needed to get eggs. And she goes, why were you getting eggs? I go, because I was drunk and I didn't have any cocaine. And and by the way, I can't tell a lie, and I put my hand on the Bible and stuff like that. And I'm not religious, but I did do enough mushrooms last year that I met God. He doesn't want to be called that. And but it meant something to me, and the judge really, it's in the court transcript, said, Mr. Lee, I would refrain from talking about cocaine in this trial. And I said, is it illegal, Your Honor, to not have cocaine? I said that to an adult. That's pretty funny. I also had a really good lawyer that was just like, Pete, what are you doing? So the fight lasted 49 seconds, and so I have a black belt in Taekwondo, I have a black belt in Hapkido, and then I was a champion kickboxer. And one of the reasons why I've been kind my whole life is because I don't really walk around with fear. Like love and fear, we live in probably the most hateful, fearful world ever. I dare you to think that in the medieval times, like they didn't have their iPhone going, rah, rah, like dolphins have cancer, you know, like we, and then you fight about it, and then you have to have a stance about it, and like we're all like I brought up Minneapolis a minute ago, and that's horrible, right? But like you got like this because you have the horror from that, and pre-iPhone you wouldn't know about it unless you got to the 3rd page of the news, and like I'm just saying we have so much hate in us that like literally you can choose between love and fear, and pretty much having like blocking out a lot of the physical fear. I had a lot of social fear in my life before Zoloft, but I had a lot. Like if you walked up to me and you were like this, I'd be like, what? But if you're like, I'm gonna punch you, I'd be like, ah! Like Like, I'm in a conversation with a stranger. And I end up in a lot of kitchens at parties, which, by the way, if you're in a kitchen at a party, you're not doing well.
That's always me.
Yeah, just eating a brownie over
trying
a
to
sink.
figure out life in a kitchen with some guy who's drunk.
Yeah, me. But
it'll get better, man.
Yeah, but what happened was one of the officers, I always say he hit me in the story because it's easier, but he elbowed me. And like anybody that knows self-defense knows that if you elbow somebody, you don't just hurl a discus at them. You grab the shoulder and you control the distance. And this guy elbowed me without controlling the distance, which told me immediately this guy doesn't know how to fight. And I went, oh no. And then this other cop, like almost just like rammed into me with his nightstick and rammed into my rib, and he cracked 3 of my ribs. And I've had so many broken ribs in my life but you know that you can't get hit there again, because if you do, it's going to puncture your lung and then you're going to die. And then I got swarmed by these guys. And so my thing is, everybody in here could punch me 3 times and I'd be fine. I can handle a beatdown, but I can't handle hurting other people. And that's why, I don't know if you've ever seen a guy that's like, yeah, I'm going to fight tonight. That guy doesn't know how to fight. And like, just say that to yourself in your head. Like, that guy's bad at fighting and he wants to learn how to fight tonight against me. And I bought so many beers and shots for people at a bar because I'm like, hey man, you're in danger right now. And I tell them that. Mm-hmm. And that's a weird thing to hear from a guy that's as happy as I am. And also, I was taught to fight happy. So when like people, they go, oh man, I would just redline and kick that guy's ass. As soon as you redline, your brain is cloudy and you can't fight at all. And so if you really want to make somebody bad at fighting, make them mad, and they won't be able to fight at all. And but anyway, I always just try to calm the person down. But the closer we get to fighting, I get real happy. I'm also sad at the same time because I'm like, oh no, I'm like pre-sad for what's about to happen. And that sounds really mean and bad, but I don't want to fight. And I'll be like, please, I don't want to fight you. I'm gonna hurt you real bad, and the fight's gonna end real quick. And your friends are gonna run, and I know it sounds. I hate talking about it. I'm sweating saying it, but I tried to talk to the cops, and I was like, you guys know you don't want to do this, but I don't know if you guys have ever.
So you said to 5 cops, hey guys, you don't want to do this.
Yeah. Well, my hand was already bleeding because I caught the guy's head when it hit the ground, and so I needed 16 stitches at the hospital, and so. Essentially, yeah, like I was like, they were like, well, you must be the guy, you must be the busboy, because number 1, you're dressed like a busboy. Number 2, your hand is bleeding. And I was like, no, I don't know if you guys know anything about fighting, but if you hit somebody with these 2 knuckles, you break everything in them. If you hit with these knuckles, you break your whole you break your whole arm. And that's not a good rationale to tell police officers of, no, trust me, I know how to hit people. That's like not a good rationale whatsoever. And and then once I had my ribs cracked, then I was swarmed by them, and they're trying to get my hands behind my back, which most people would go, that's my dream, or that's my nightmare, to have big men have my hands behind my back. But oh my God, they were so good looking. But so I have a black belt in Hapkido, which is just wrist and hand breaking, and wrist, hand, forearm breaking, and it's an old Korean martial art. Have you ever seen like a movie where like the 2 front lines of a war, they're like, we're gonna go. They give the Braveheart speech, and they're like, ah, and then in the middle of the whole thing, there's 12 feet between everybody, and they're fighting with their ball and chain. That's not the reality. What it is it's 2 Woodstock '99 nightmare concerts. MTV concerts, like mashed up together, and the people with the axes are like, oh, how do I give my axe? And then the Koreans that know Hapkido, they would just reach up and they'd break their wrist and then take their axe. And so if you can take away the hand, you can take away the axe. And so I systematically, while they had my hands behind my back, I broke all their wrists.
Oh my God.
And so what you do is so if somebody comes up to you, like a dream for me is like if somebody comes up to me and like really grabs my shirt, when they have their hands like this, it's just so easy to take their hand and go snap, and then they're done. And then they always come with the next hand, and then snap, and then they're floppy. And so yeah, I broke all their wrists, and I knocked one of the officers out, and but I did it you can just hit the wall rule bone about 20% hard, and then they drop. But I didn't let his head hit the ground either. I like literally the end of the story. My friend Charlie just reminded me was so after a fight like that, I can't sleep for like months because you feel terrible and you cry. And like what you do at the end of a fight like that is you submit and you cry. Like anytime you fight or in the ring or whatever. UFC, I can't stand it because they once the guy's knocked out, they keep hitting him, and I'm like, that's not like there's no martial art that would condone that.
It's brutal. Yeah.
It's brutal. But so pretty much once you get done fighting and they're neutralized, you submit and you start crying. And so I submitted when more police got there and they shackled me, and that's a pretty good way to submit. But yeah, they were shackling me, and I tell in the story like they were beating me and beating on me, and I say that because they had to kick me, and it was a little feminine because like they're like and like they're making Prince noises like you can't laugh at that because gender doesn't exist here, but I'm being a goose, but yeah, then I had to go to the hospital after that, and then one of the cops that took care of me, he's just a really good friend now, and I became friends with all of them, and I got.
Did you really?
Yeah, and men are different. Like we'll punch each other, and then we become friends, and so I've gotten forgiveness from the people that I roughed up and that roughed me up. But I still couldn't sleep. It just really haunted me that, these guys were just doing their job and they didn't know that they were walking into a nightmare, and they shouldn't have abused me like that. And they have apologized for that. But it's also, it doesn't feel good to hurt somebody. And anybody that thinks they're like, I'm going to knock this guy out and I'm going to be a hero. If you have any sort of a personality whatsoever, no, you won't. You're going to feel really bad about that. And also, don't knock people out because their heads are going to hit the ground. That's how people die. Right. And that's how you end up with a manslaughter charge. And so the judge, my friend Charlie reminded me that the judge at the very end of my trial, I got exonerated, and the police were there for me for it, and it was good. But the judge goes, Mr. Lee, you said in one of your things that you haven't been sleeping. And I go, yeah, I'm not. I go, I can't have any violence and then sleep. And she goes, Mr. Lee, what are you? And I go, a comedian, And I was trying not to say anything more like the cocaine thing. And so, and she goes, well, and what do you do? And I go, I tell jokes. And she goes, and what am I? And I go, Your Honor, you're a judge. And she goes, and what do I do? And I was like, you judge people? And she goes, so you're judging yourself every night? And she goes, do you think you're better at judging people or things than me? And I was like, no, Your Honor. And this is after she told me that I'd gotten off on everything. I was like, no, you're really great. You're good. You're such a good judge. And I was talking to her like a dog, like, you're such a good judge. You want to go for a walk? You want a stick? But she, I deflect through humor. Anyway, but yeah, so she was like, if you think you're better at judging me, then keep judging me. But I'm telling you that you're fine, and I think you should sleep at night. And so I got sentenced to 8 hours of sleep every night. That's what I was sentenced. Yeah. But so don't hurt people. But if somebody is being hurt, help them. I would do it. I would do it again 10 times out of 10. I would help that guy. I just would not be on mushrooms, and I'd be able to explain myself better. By the way, I told you that I was on.
You were on mushrooms, and you still did the 5 guys.
Yeah, I just picked the hand in the middle every time. There was one point where I was being beaten, and there was blood that was just trickling over my eye, and I was going, I think this is real. I'm pretty sure this is real, which it was. It was, and I don't know if you guys have ever been to jail covered in your own blood. I do this as a bit on stage. I'm not trying to do a bit, but I talk about it. Anything that happens to me, I talk about it on stage. And with the exception of, so I'd gone through my second divorce. I don't talk about her because I won't disparage anyone who I love or I once loved. And I also signed a legal document saying that I won't talk about any of her stuff. But thank you.
You mentioned it in passing briefly, but your home in Pacific Palisades burnt down.
Yeah, it burned down. I wish we could show it on the screen. I have pictures of it. But yeah, it burned down the night before I did the Tonight Show, my ninth Tonight Show, and then I was the only one that showed up at the Tonight Show. And it was funny because I didn't. So Cameron Diaz, Jamie Foxx were supposed to be there, and then at the last minute, my friend Gabriel Iglesias canceled. And him canceling made it so Jimmy Fallon was like, "Dude," he's like, "there's nobody else to do the show with except for you." And I was like, "Okay." And I'm a helper. I love to help. I only went to jail because I love to help. And I was like, "Jimmy, there's a comedy emergency. You know, I can help." And so we did this panel. We did this panel on there where we just talked about my home burning down. And imagine being as sad as can be. I lost I lost the love of my life. She's still alive, but she's not. She was the love of my life. And then I lost everything that I owned on Earth. And it was a home that I had right on the ocean in the Pacific Palisades, and I'm a surfer, and it was like, and I know, poor me, and I know everybody my friend Dave Chappelle went on, so we were going around doing he was warming up his SNL set, and I was warming up my Tonight Show set, and we'd flip-flop back and forth at the Comedy Cellar, and so he would go up and be like, "These rich Palisades motherfuckers, blah blah blah," and then I'd go up and be like, "That's me," But I actually said something to him in the hallway. I was talking to his son last night. We were having some whiskey, and I was like, "Yeah, your dad." I said the funniest thing to him, and then he made me do it on stage the next night. So imagine my home had burned down. I'd gone on the Tonight Show. It was actually the day after that, but the clip had gotten to 50 million views, and Dave goes, "Congratulations, Pete." He goes, "I can't." He goes, "That's amazing that your house burned down and you got 50 million views." And I go, "I didn't know that." And I go, "Dave, for 50 million views, I would burn my own house down." I go, "I would have a lighter and hairspray, like, subscribe, drop a."
I believe you said on the Tonight Show when you were talking about your house burning down. I'm sorry about that. It's horrible.
Hey, I've been through a lot of therapy for all of this, and that's why.
But you were saying that you were writing jokes as you were watching your house.
Yeah, well, it was partly that I had to go up, and so I imagine that my house is burning down, and my set I think opened with like, "Do you ever feel bullied by your Uber driver?" And so imagine losing everything and then being like, "What's the deal with Uber and Lyft?" "You're the blue dot, they're the car, they're spinning. Oh my God, I'm doing donuts on I-35." And it was a pretty good bit, but that just seemed inconsequential in comparison to it. And so, especially going up after Dave, I just started my first joke that I wrote about it, which was stolen by SNL and The Daily Show. I don't know if you guys watch SNL, but I've written so many of their sketches for them accidentally. Two of my friends are the head writers. They don't know, but I just had another bit stolen from me that somebody forwarded it to me, and they're like, "Oh, this is your forehead sketch." I was like, "Oh, good, that's good. Thank you, hacks." And I just love that I studied all the levels at the UCB, sketch and improv, and I love that they hire people from the UCB that haven't ever really been in comedy for more than 2 years, and then they steal things. And anyway, thank you, SNL. Can I tell you can talk shit about SNL when your only hope is to host it? No. Oh, we got the light.
We got the light.
We got the light.
Is that all the time we have?
I think we. Do you want me to stay out here when Tone's here?
If you
do
want,
to do one?
yeah.
Oh shit! All right,
everybody, give it a round of applause for Pete Lee.
Yeah, here we go.
And if we can, I don't know if he's backstage. We do have another guest.
Wait, was that? Wait, hold on. Oh, was that the light? Like, hey, wrap it up, or okay?
Oh, was it?
It wasn't.
What light was that?
Was that just somebody taking a picture? No, we're good.
Just a bathroom thing, or?
Oh, okay. Welcome back.
It was a long break.
During our commercial break, we found out from our producers. Oh yeah.
Off your cup.
No, yeah. Wait, hold on. Do you want to do it?
Do you want to do it?
Ladies and gentlemen, Kieran McCann is backstage pre-interviewing our next guest. Please welcome back to the stage, Kieran McCann. And please welcome, you've seen him on Netflix, you've seen him on HBO, you've seen him on Comedy Central when it was a thing. Please welcome Tone Bell.
It's getting crazy up here. Tone Bell, everybody, comedian, actor. Been in a bunch of Netflix stuff, movies.
Yeah.
What do you focus on?
No, man, keep going.
No, I mean honestly, what is it? Because I've been getting to know you through the TV.
Yeah.
And I see you acting more.
Only because I'm not. You know what? I'm just not an online guy. Which is, I know I need to be, but I'm just not an online person. So like, you see me more on TV and film. But I've been doing. We see each other all the time.
He's a legend. Yeah. He's one of. I don't know. I'm not trying to date you, but you're one of the comedians that I look up to.
I still do 30 weeks a year on the road. I mean, I don't know. I feel like this is I want to do this live. I don't always just want to be on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. So I feel like anybody that comes to see my show is like, oh, what has he been up to? You saw me last year. You see me this year. You get the update. And, when I do a TV show or a movie, you see me in that. But, so that's...
Do you feel like people are going to get away from doing, like, the constant, Instagram posts and TikTok and like entertainers like yourselves? I feel like they might drift away from that a little bit because it's a little too much? Because it's constantly in your face?
I think it's here to stay, and I think that self-producing is the thing. I mean, a lot of the tastemakers, they'll get hot on somebody, and then they'll get unhot on you. And yeah. I'm lucky enough to have they've been hot on me a bunch, and then there's cold times. But that's why I love that you can generate your own heat, and you can post stuff on Instagram. And everybody hates crowd work clips, but I love them. I don't know. I like crowd work, but in my shows I ask the crowd what their drama is, and so I get I get really juicy stuff.
That tea.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm pretty much doing Jerry Springer as crowd work. But I don't know. But I mean, Tone's a great comedian, and he's I don't know if I can say he's working on material for a special right now.
Yeah,
can I say that?
I'm shooting. Actually, I think I'm shooting here in a few months. I'm shooting in Austin in a few months. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. That should have deserved a bigger applause. Oh, stop it! Stop!
You guys, he's just a person, okay? By the way, you're wearing way better pants than me. Look at those pants. Oh my God, I love them.
These are wardrobe.
Yeah, those are nice. I can't wear those, but those are nice.
You can wear. I think you can wear these. You definitely can't wear these.
I would love.
I can wear those.
Yeah. You could rock these.
Maybe.
Yeah. My wife hates them, by the way. She hates these pants, but everyone else loves them. So thank you.
I would have such a fun time in them, but yeah, I'd be like, oh yeah, these are my sisters. Have you ever gone to her house for spaghetti night and then you just spill spaghetti all over your good pants and then you gotta wear hers?
I hate it because every time I see you, it's like I do normally just kind of have it like when I'm on the road. I kind of just have a uniform.
Yeah.
Right? And every time I see you, you kind of have a uniform too.
That's literally, I wear this every single day. I just told them that.
But every time I see you, it looks like you're trying to sell me a Camry.
Or I'm an auto glass specialist.
You're just like the CEO of Safe Light.
Safe Light repairs. By the way, I don't know if you do ads on this podcast. That was brought to you by Safe Light.
Sorry about that.
So what do you think comedy's going through a boom? I mean, I've been living in the sticks. I live in Arizona. The sun kills my brain. But it's a huge comedy boom happening right now.
Yeah, I think so. You're doing okay, Pete?
I just have to text my next show that I'll be there on time.
Okay. I just look over. He's like, no,
I know. I'm like, oh, fuck it. Okay. Cool question, Kieran.
I do.
Yeah, comedy boom. Next.
I do think comedy's going through a boom because I'm 43 now, but I got a lot of friends who are in their 50s or whatever, and a lot of their kids are starting stand up. So You know, a lot of 19 to 25-year-olds are just, so yeah, I think there is a boom with it. But it's hard too, because like, I mean, how many people are going to stick with it? Because I think a lot of people want to get internet famous quick versus like put in the time that it takes. I mean, I'm going on 18 years now, so like that's a, you know, and I don't know if they have the patience for it, but I do think there's a.
We are a nation of talkers. Everybody seems to talk.
Yeah.
A lot of talking about all various types of topics, and it doesn't seem like much other than that happens. I feel like our export is talk.
Yeah.
Anything on that? Just fucking flatline.
I'm sorry. So the gal that I'm here with, my sweet Laura Lee, she's from Dallas, Texas. Last night there was this gal, and we had this pitch roast thing, and then there was this gal that came up to me and talked, and she couldn't have been cuter. But
wait, time out. You did that?
I did the pitch roast.
Okay. I was supposed to do that. Then I heard
that's how I got it.
They said somebody else took the spot.
Oh, it was me. Yeah. Yeah.
You stole his spot?
By the way, this is one of the sins, envy.
I was looking forward to that. I was busy when he texted me about it. I was like, I texted him back like an hour later. He was like, no, we got someone else. And I didn't know it was you.
I wish that, I
hope it didn't go well.
It went great. By the way, I wish that you would have been the two comedians that were other than me that they got, but they had somebody fall out, and then I think they probably did the thing where they text two people at the same time. And
sure, yeah.
I wrote back after you, and they chose me, and it was just like a thing that he told me.
I'm telling you, no, you know what? It had nothing to do with that. It's because you don't have a house.
Yeah.
That might have been low, but it was funny.
That was good. I love you. Comedians are the only people that where you get like a real. I'm glad you don't have a house. I'm glad your house burned down, and I'm like, I feel so loved by you right now. It's how we love each other.
It is how we love each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is also why I kind of hate new comics.
Why do you hate new comics?
They soft.
They soft, bro.
Oh, like the younger kids.
Yeah, man. It was like I mean, when we both started, there was a nice bully culture that really made us want to stick with it.
Yeah, like
I want to be able to bully back.
Can I tell you a quick Keith Robinson story?
Oh, please.
So like Keith Robinson and Jim Norton and all those guys were the original like the table, and Patrice O'Neill.
Tough crowd era.
Yeah, Patrice O'Neill created the table. Patrice O'Neill, rest in peace. He created the table at the cellar, and it used to be at the front of the cellar. And then Noam was like, "You're being too mean." Manny was like, "You're being too mean. You got to go."
People
to the back
come in
table."
trying to have chicken tenders, and people are like, they can't hear this.
Yeah.
When they walk in the door, y'all got to be in the back.
You got to, and so, but they were like, "Patrice, you can't sit at the table anymore. So you got to sit at that back table." Then all the comedians were like, "Well, then that's the table." Like wherever he was, and he was saying the mean stuff, that's where they wanted to be.
Yeah.
And it's part of our culture, and it's like if you come at somebody and you say nothing. And it's not funny, like that's an insult, you know? But if you come at somebody and you say something like so poignant and so good, it's just such a great burn. First of all, one of the rules is if somebody shits on you so hard, you get to have that. Like you can have that as like probably your opening line in your special if somebody says it to you. But so Keith Robinson had just had a stroke, and all of you have hearts, and I need you to not have one for this. So imagine that Keith Robinson and Bobby Kelly have been going at it for years. And Keith Robinson had a stroke, and he has a hurricane, and he had these Altoids mints because it was helping him get a sensation back in both sides of his mouth. And so Bobby Kelly was like, "I'm so sick of you and your mints, stupid." And Keith's like, "Don't pay on me." And he's from Philly. That's just his accent. And don't pay on me, stupid. And so Bobby was like, "Are you done with your chicken dish?" And I was like, "No." And so to bully me, he takes Keith's Altoids and dumps it in my chicken dish and then stirs it around, and which was funny. And we did laugh, but it wasn't as funny as what Keith did. So he waits till Bobby's on stage, and you know how I was talking about how like button-up shirts, I can't button all mine right now. So Bobby had a button-up shirt with a T-shirt underneath it, and Keith goes, "We're coming downstairs." And Keith always has like $1,000 on him. By the way, if you want money, go find Keith Robinson. he just had his second stroke, and you can mug him. I'm just letting you know. And by the way, I
Keith would laugh at that so hard. By the way,
he was like, so his last special was called like Different Strokes, and he goes, it's true. And by the way, I love you, Keith. If you hear this somehow, he goes, so if we were like Keith Robinson coming to the stage, he comes real slowly and like whatever, and he goes, what should my next special be called? I go, come into the stage, because it takes him so long. And thank you, sir. The rest of you guys, why aren't you going to Agnostic Heaven? But anyway,
I feel like that shit got bigger laughs. That was good.
Sorry. But anyway, so Keith and I slowly make ourselves downstairs, and he walks up to the stage in the McDougal Comedy Cellar, and he walks up to Bobby Kelly, and he walks up and he goes 100, 200. He's just peeling $100 bills, and he's like, he got all the way up to like 900, and he goes, you want me to keep counting, stupid? And Bobby goes, what is this for? He goes, all this money in my hand is yours if you can button your snap-up shirt for 30 seconds. And it stays buttoned. And Bobby's like, ooh. And like the crowd is counting. And I'm just Keith's, I'm a sweetheart, so I'm just Keith's accountability partner. And the crowd's counting, and then at like 21, 22, it's like, and it just cinnamon rolled open. And it was amazing. Anyway.
Yeah, so young kids need to,
yeah, that's like
take
that's
that
what Pete took 7 minutes to explain.
7 minutes of your time, which I call a filibuster.
It's like I live here now, but just like, I would give you, if you were a young comic, I'd give you shit about this shirt. It's a nice shirt, but I still give you shit about it. And then I was here, as soon as I got here, my wife and I got here, I don't know, spring 22. And I just like busting balls with comics here. And then I'm, talking shit about a shirt. And they're like, man, you really don't like my shirt? I go, I don't give a fuck about your shirt. I'm just trying to get a reaction out of you. And that's it. If you can't take me talking about your shirt, you're not going to make it in this business.
Right.
And so that's the, I mean, dude, I went through early years of like, you couldn't walk around with a plate of like, if a slice of pizza or like food in your hand, if you hold your food like this, there's a comic that's going to come and hit it up. And you're hungry. And if you're a comic going, I'm doing this forever, you go, this is the funniest thing. I mean, you watch your food cascade, and then you go, I'm still hungry. And you learn to hold I'm not gonna eat around other comics. I'm gonna eat first, and then I'm gonna come around. But again, you have to learn certain beats.
And like if you do that at the cellar and your food gets dropped, literally somebody will go dinner, 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 and the whole place just knows to chant dinner. And it sounds like micro or macroaggressions, but it's really fun.
It's so fun.
It's really fun, and the person it happens to laughs, and they'll bring you more food, and you don't have to pay for it. But I had a thing where I drink a lot. And so they got a bad Yelp review at the cellar that one of the comedians was drunk, and I was like, Esty, that was me. It was totally me. And so I started bringing club soda with a lime on stage. Well, once I'd walk up on stage, every single MC will just take their pinky or whatever and just nudge my drink so that I spill it sometime. And so it's because they want me to look like I spilled my drink on camera. So Esty goes, Pete, you're drunk again. And if you're listening, Esty, that's not how you sound. But so they make me spill my drinks so that I get in trouble, and it's funny as fuck, and I love it.
I don't know. It's like it's fun. It also just makes you stronger. I remember like the first time I was in LA and I'm hanging out with Owen Smith and Bill Burr and I think Keith was there, and I was with DeRosa, and we're all just kidding, and I'm like the young pup in the room, and then Burr and Keith are just like, who the fuck is this? And I was like, oh shit, I don't. But I'm like 5 years in, but I'm hanging out, with people I look up to, and they gave me shit for like 2 hours, and I got like one decent joke, and they're like, he can stick around, and it was so much fun that I don't think the kids now, there's too many rules on talking shit.
Yeah, and I feel like they wouldn't make the leap to go stand in front of a crowd like this and say their thoughts to try to make them laugh and see what happens. I mean, it's a scary thing to do. I'm asking two great comics right now. I mean, comedy is like one of the harder things to do in entertainment, right? Or is it the hardest thing?
I saw a reel the other day, and I don't know if it got passed along to you, that think about all the child savants. This was the guy's point. So like, there's like piano savants, there's musical, there's math geniuses, but there's never been a really funny little kid. So
that's so. I've never seen a hilarious child.
You've never seen a hilarious child?
I mean, you see like a 3-year-old that can dance, you'd be like, man, that motherfucker can dance. But you never been like, yo, go watch him. This motherfucker is hilarious.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you never, and like Chappelle started comedy when he was 16, and there have been others that have started real young. I started when I was 20, but I started writing when I was 14, and my grandmother was a lounge singer in Vegas and LA for a while, so like they had to do jokes in between, and there was like blurred lines between all that. The place at the Comedy Store used to be Ciro's, and my grandmother would play piano there and have to like be like, so do you want to hear a joke in between? You know, like the ladies will come out and dance if you want to hear a joke. No.
That's how your grandma talk?
Yeah. She imagine her in a flapper dress going, nah, see? If you want me to solve that crime, it'll cost you $100. Large.
What came for you, Tom, first, acting or comedy? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry. No, I'm just thinking about his grandmother. Man, I'm saying. I'm sorry, what was the question? Something about
what came first for you, acting or comedy?
They kind of started around the same time. I grew up in Atlanta, and I was on a public access like variety show for kids when I was like 12. So I started doing that early, but then I did do stand-up for the first time when I was a teenager. I was 15, 16, and I probably did it 3 times, and then I started hosting stuff in college. But I wouldn't call it. I wouldn't call myself a comedian. But I did like really take it. I started at 25. Mm-hmm. But I didn't really get into it until 25. But I hosted stuff, and I was like funny, and I would always tell stories and stuff, but I wouldn't have called myself a comedian before that.
Did you both just dabble in comedy, like worked a job, but dabbled in comedy for a while? Then you were like, all right, this might be it.
Dude, my job sponsored my comedy career. I had a corporate gig that I didn't have to go into an office for. I hope they never see this, but I mean, I was living in Dallas. I moved from Atlanta. I had a couple moves in between, but I moved to Dallas in 2006, I believe. And I mean, company credit card, car, laptop, all the stuff, VPN, all the shit. And then because I didn't have to go into an office, bro, I'm using all the gas to drive to gigs. Yes. And I mean, I shouldn't even say this, but I am. And one of my clients was 7-Eleven, and I was in sales, marketing and sales. And so I could spend as much money as I went to a 7-Eleven. So I would buy 7-Eleven gift cards to pay for gas to go to gigs, right? And so I would do 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. various clients throughout the day, and then be at the club from like 7 till 2. And then I did that for like 5 years straight. And then so that, I mean, even now, like I'm a 9. Like my wife is like, I don't know how you have the energy. How are you still awake? I did like 20-hour days for like 5 years straight of just 6-7 days.
It's really hard in the beginning, and it's also the time of your life. Like you're getting laughs for the first time. You're getting to like meet and hang out with famous comedians, like you were talking about, like that early on experience. You're working a day job. Like your nights are better than they would have been, but you have to have your energy stores early in the day and in the evening. We were talking about that with your wife last night.
Yeah.
That, he was there too. But it was that
she did disappear for like 45 minutes. I was like, where the fuck is she?
I was right there with you. Oh God, now we have a caper. But yeah, I worked in a day job in advertising, and I knew right from the get-go that I wanted to do stand-up full time, and I was fully delusional that the first time that I went on stage, and I killed my first time. And then I bombed the next several times, but I was pre-med in college, and I went and I switched my major. I was like, what's the easiest thing to get a degree in? And they're like, journalism. It kind of doesn't exist anymore. And so I switched it from pre-med to journalism. And imagine I'd already dissected 2 cadavers and like taken OChem 1 and 2. Like what a fucking waste. Do you know what I am? Do you know what all that knowledge makes me? Not fun at parties. Yes, somebody will be like, wait, do you have Ari Shaffir up there? Ari Shaffir, first time I ever met him, this is what galvanized our friendship. He's like, I think I have herpes. I really think I have herpes. And I go, no, you don't. And I went and I looked at his dick and I go, you have a tear. You have a tear. And he goes, oh, okay, yeah. that makes sense. And it was a tear, and I got it right. But so see, I'm not fun at parties. But Ari Shaffir talks like he's rolling luggage over a brick sidewalk. My name is Ari Shaffir.
I'm laughing at how many comedians' dicks I've seen because
I feel like I've seen Ari's dick too.
I mean,
yeah,
I've seen a lot of comedy dicks, man.
Yeah, that's weird, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jokes and dicks.
We show each other our dicks more than we see doctors.
Yeah. And by the way, if you're a male comic, don't show female comics your dick. Just as best practices.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you do come to us and you're like, oh my God, so-and-so showed me his dick, I'd be like, yeah, I've seen it. I'm not being non-sympathetic. It's a whole different dynamic.
But if you do show female comic your dick, you can't hold it out like this. You got to drape it over your arm. Like it's like you're pouring a bottle of wine. Just so you know, this is non-threatening. I'm just showing it to you. I'm not gonna do anything else with this.
That's funny. For you, it's like this. For me, it's like that. To quote Little Dicky, I'm looking at my soft dick like it's my dream dick, and.
Drape is an aggressive word.
Yeah. Draped. Yeah.
What was your question?
I don't even know if I had one. We were talking about dicks, I think, and comedian dicks.
Yeah.
That was the last thing I touched on. Oh.
Show us on the bear. Anyway. Where did you touch it? Anyway. But yeah, we don't be weird to female comics. I just want to say that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What do you guys strive for in your careers? I mean, it's always like a constant learning thing, and you want to just build upon that,
I'll say this: I was at we met in LA, I believe, but this is probably 2016, 2015, something like that. But I remember being at the Laugh Factory one night, and something that changed my career, and maybe even to this day, maybe that's kind of why I'm the way now. Like I'm not as online as maybe I should be. But one thing that really got me is I was at I wasn't even on the show, but I think I had a show at the store, the Improv or something. I went to the factory before I went home, and two comics. I won't name them because I want this to be the thing. But two comics. One is a little more, not as big in energy. Okay, and the other one that followed is huge in energy. And so let's say the one before went up and had a great set. I mean, great set. Everybody's killing the night. He fucking killed. It was great. And the one after him went up and fucking destroyed. I mean, laughter, you couldn't beat it. And then I'm sitting with the one that closed the show, and and I was like, wow, why are you acting like this? Like, you just fucking destroyed. He goes, yeah, but they're going to remember his set more than they remember mine. They're going to take that home with him. Even though I probably got bigger laughs, nobody's going to remember my jokes. They're going to remember his. And that's what I think about constantly. And I always think about what can you leave here with? So even if it does, if P has a better joke than me that's like crushing, I go, did I give them something to think about on the way home, or a conversation to have at the coffee pot or in the break room the next day? And that's what I go for, and that's the only thing I really think about. I mean, I don't care how many people are in the room, and I'd love to one day get to theaters, and I don't know if I'm an arena guy, but to theaters. But I love comedy clubs where people go, man, when they're on the highway, they're gonna be like, remember that? Remember that bit about? And that's the only thing.
That's important.
That's the only thing I really think about.
A poignant portion of your set. Yeah, I think that's
just something memorable.
Yeah.
I mean, think of it. You guys are going to be on your way to the next line that you have to stand in tonight, and you're going to be thinking about the Dick Draper joke. And if you need a mnemonic device, just think like Mad Men, Don Draper, Dick Draper.
Statistically, there probably is a creep in here who's going to be like, I never thought about draping. I've been out here showing, but I never thought about.
Yeah.
Thought about the drape.
I think Also, you said there's a creep. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, statistically, I hope there's not.
I don't know what it's like to see an unwanted giant dick. But I think your first thought is, wow. That's all I've ever wanted. Oh. Anyway, all right.
Yeah.
I went Mrs. Doubtfire on that one. Oh.
It's crazy. My wife was here, and I know she left a while ago, and she didn't even see the drape bit. She didn't see that. I'm going to tell her on the way. I'm going to show her on the way.
Dude, you're going to have to show her.
And I'm driving, so that's going to be real difficult.
Yeah. Dude, you're going to do it over the steering wheel. Unless you have one of those new Tesla steering wheels.
On a straightaway, yeah.
Yeah, but you really should be driving a Rivian. There we go. All right.
Man, you Carnival Cruise right into that bit.
And now I'm just Capital One lounging. Sorry.
What has the Stand Comedy Club?
That's crazy. You just tried to switch that up.
I did try it.
We had 4 more. No, I'm kidding. we're kidding.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I forgot the other sponsors. I'm sorry.
It.
I should know this, but I forgot.
What has the Stand Comedy Club meant to you guys in your careers?
Nothing.
I've never lived in New York, but I go often. And the show that I'm on right now. It's called Survival of the Thickest. It's on Netflix. If you've seen it,
it's very good.
The new season's coming out in a few months. But I just got back from New York. I was there for like 4 months, and the stand always has been great to me. And so anytime I'm in New York for a extended period of time, I can always call and go, hey man, I'm in town. They go, whenever. If I can't get you in the lineup, we'll get you on the show. So it's always been nice to pop in New York and really have, feel like a home. And all the comics, just we're such like beautiful assholes to each other, and that's like the best part. I don't want to come. I know it's time for me to go to the club or leave town when my wife is like, "You're being mean. You haven't seen your friends in a while. Please leave." And then I get home. I was like, "You're right." And I just go bust balls with all my comic friends.
Yeah.
And so that's.
Yeah. Hey, Laura Lee, you know how I was being at lunch? I just needed a little comedian time.
Yeah.
Thank you, Laura Lee. But yeah, I mean, I'll be real sincere about the stand. So I moved to New York in 2005, and then I got passed at all the clubs because I had this big time manager, and then I got within a year I got Comedy Central's Premium Blend. I was almost Ted on How I Met Your Mother. Missed that, and then it was so fucking fun to be poor in New York City and just see the posters in the subway for that show. I was also the Best Buy Geek Squad guy, and then I got Last Comic Standing and like New Faces for Montreal. So like I came in with heat. I got passed to all the clubs, and then all the bookers changed. And then
that'll screw.
And I went on a tour, and I came back, and they're like, "Yeah, you're not in anywhere." And so I would go and do late night at the comic strip. And I was warming up for my Comedy Central special by doing 3-minute late night sets at a time. And just imagine you're just in New York, you're struggling, and you're just going, the crazy thing about comedians is we have this insane belief that everything's going to work out. And then I can't believe it has, and it's wild. But it was, so I auditioned to be on Best Week Ever, like this, the second, Saved by the Bell college years for Best Week Ever. The not as good version of Best Week Ever, I was on it. And I was one of the main cast members. And then they had a showcase at the stand that was like Best Week Ever Live. And then we sold it out. And Patrick, the booker of the stand, came up to me and was like, "Hey man, we have a Letterman showcase here next week. Would you want to do it?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I would love that." Because they've told me no 90 times and I've never gotten a live showcase. And then I did it, and out of all the stand people, I was the only one that got it. And then Patrick was like, "Hey, do you want to start working at the stand?" And of course I did Letterman, and I came to the stand afterwards in my dumb little suit. And I became like kind of one of the original like kind of founding guys of the place. And that was the first place that I'd ever worked where I got like four spots a night, or like 2 or 3 spots a night. I guess they only had one showroom at that time, so I'd get like 2 spots a night and consistently started working. And that's when I got really funny. Like I hit another gear because I was working so much. And then Patrick and the Italia brothers and Dave Kimowitz, God rest his soul, they gave me carte blanche, and they were like, basically they're like, we want Cellar caliber comics that feel like they can fuck around a little bit, because at the Cellar you don't really fuck around, and they're like, we want this to be a place where people see people generate material and they see the ideas happen, and that's exactly what we did. And it was a gym for, like guys like us and Mark Norman and Sam Morrell, and it was Adrian Appalucci. Like it was, Nikki Glazer kind of came out of the stand system as well, even though she was at the at the Cellar. Just so many, Ian Lara, like I could name a million comics, and we were always at this like back little like table. So we created our own comics table, and the rule, because at the Cellar people were still being huge dicks at the table, and Patrick was like, just sit at the table, but only be a dick to people that like that, and so there'll be times where somebody will come up to me and be a dick, and I'm like, yo, you don't know me like that. And that was kind of the rule of the table. I mean, man, that stand table, I cried at that table. I've had I've made some of the best friendships in my life at that table. And that and then I remember I moved to LA because I was on Jimmy Fallon a bunch of times, and then he's like, let's do a sitcom. So I had to move to LA to develop the sitcom. And then right as I was leaving, they were like, hey, we're gonna tear down this version of the stand, and then we're gonna open this new one. And then like COVID hit, that was wild. But so so everything I have burned down, but I have this little storage unit. And one of the things I still have is one of the original bricks from the stand. Okay. And so I'm really happy that didn't burn in the fire. And then I have that. But that original stand meant so much to me. And the current stand, it's bigger and better, and they have 2 showrooms, and they're just so good at nurturing comedy. And I wouldn't be where I'm at without Patrick and Chris and Paul Italia and Dave Kimowitz. Dave Kimowitz, I have one last thing to add. So Dave, he died, and we love him. I didn't do it, but he was a guy that everybody loved. He was he's my manager for a long time. So was Chris. They were wonderful, but. Dave was like, I just feel like I can get you on the Tonight Show, and the Tonight Show told me no so many times. And then Dave was like, I think I know how I can get you on the Tonight Show. So Jimmy Fallon had an apartment in Gramercy Park, and so Dave talked him into coming to the Tonight Show showcase. And so when I went up on the Tonight Show showcase, right beforehand, I was just downing whiskeys because I was nervous to do the Tonight Show showcase. And that's, if you're a young comedian, that's how you do it. But then I remember Adele from the stand walks up, and she looks at me like, you don't know who's behind me. And then I look behind her, and it's Dave. And I was like, oh, it's fucking Dave. And then Dave looks at me like, you don't know who's behind me. And then the next guy was like, hey, Pete. Oh, my God, dude, I'm Jimmy. Dude, Pete. By the way, if you want to do a Jimmy Fallon impression, just be out of breath and play pinball. He goes, dude, oh, my God, Dave told me to come. And I had done The Secret, and they asked me to wish for something unreasonable, and I wished that I did an audition, and then Jimmy Fallon came to it, and so he's like, oh, dude, and I go, The Secret is real, and that's my greatest stand story ever. And then I went downstairs and I crushed, and I got the Tonight Show. So thank you, The Stand. Yeah. Oh, it just says, Pete, shut up.
Yeah, we have a special announcement from Ben Gilly from Funny or Die. If he wants to come out here and share the news with the
Gilly.
folks.
The whole what do you call it? You didn't say that right. It's all right though. Don't worry. It's all right. So we spelled it phonetically.
Yeah, but.
Oh no, but they put a G there. That's fine. It doesn't matter. I just wanted to come out and thank everybody for coming out to everything at the Stand tonight, both the showcase for Funny or Die later this evening and the Stand showcase later this evening. The Stand are fantastic partners for Funny or Die, and we're really, really excited to be working with them. We're excited to have all you guys here tonight. We really appreciate it immensely, and we're also very excited about the future that we've got going on with the Stand, and a whole lot more live stand-up and a lot more live comedy that Funny or Die and the Stand are going to be doing all throughout the rest of this year, and hopefully a lot more into the future. So again, real quick, real simple, thank you all so much for coming out. We're very excited for the future here with the Stand, with all of you fine gentlemen, and we're just happy to be here, and thank you so much.
Thank you to Pete Lee, Tone Bell.